the elements that add to the streets. In streets and politics, the pawns get sacrificed on both sides. At some point, to stop the violence, you have to say, I know you killed 15 of my niggas, and I killed 20 of your niggas. Fuck their family. Fuck your people's family. Fuck their descendants that's crying and that would hope we would kill each other for life. Let's come to a truce. That's how it's happening. Why y'all act? But it's the same thing in war in countries. Like, at some point, you're going to tell somebody, the death over there just ain't worth to keep doing this, and, you know, we're going to forgive him. That's how it goes. So, I don't y'all saying I'm fake. Like, I think y'all are fake for not accepting what this type of shit is and the realities of it. Like, for example, the realities of even shit like this is snitching. Everybody's so, and by the way, one thing I do like about this new Atlanta movement, I don't have nothing against Thug. I love Thug. Listen, I just want Thug to talk tough. Like, I don't like him doing the gospel shit, right? But I know it might violate his probation. Here's the thing. I'm just glad, and I hope Young Thug realizes this, you can't call nobody rats no more. And it's not because nobody, or at least I think you're a rat. It's because there's blatant hypocrisy going on, and the street codes have evaporated. So Atlanta could no longer speak on snitching. Maybe some niggas from New York could do it. Maybe some niggas in LA. But Atlanta, fuck it. We're picking and choosing. And I like that because we pick and choose at everything. Put it like this. I'm hated. If I do X and then somebody like Drewski who's loved do X, people say, oh shit, Drewski's the man. If I do something wrong, why? And Drewski does the same thing wrong. They're going to be like, nah, Axe a piece of shit, man. Nah, hold on, lock him up, this and third. Drewski going to be like, it was just a joke. Exactly. We all pick and choose. Get over it. I'm not mad about it. Young Thug, I don't think he told, but like if you think he told, we're making an exception. Get the fuck over it. And yeah, you know, Atlanta's making an exception. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. What the fuck? Okay. All right. So we got Thug with Lucci. That's good. And by the way, finally, Atlanta started to embrace Thug again. Savage popped out and posted both of their albums. Okay. Now, Savage never, from my understanding, never had no problems with Lucci. But Savage is the first rapper to post, I don't even know what to call him anymore because this don't look like King Spider. This looks like Spider Cartel. Vibes Spider. This looks like Vibes Cartel from back in the day. Vibes Cartel bleaching. You know, not sure why he did that, but I'm talking about Thug. But it looks like when Vibes Cartel was bleaching, yeah, okay. You know, obviously this is now his current tone because he stopped bleaching. But there was a time he was bleaching. He looked like this. Looked like the one on the left. And yeah, you know, and most notably was this picture looking like this. That Sammy Sosa flower on the face look. And, you know, shit. By the way, you won't hear me say nothing bad about Cartel because that's my dog. You know what I mean? Don't tease the laugh at. Anyway. Yeah, so this is a bleached out Young Thug, but I think this is only for the effect because we saw him supposedly in court today. Well, not in court, but he went to support Metro. He's still black as fuck. So he didn't really bleach his face. And I actually looked at this. I'm like, you got to commit to it. Fuck all that. At least in dancehall, Vibes Cartel really bleached. Alkaline bleached. This guy just did like a Photoshop. Nah, I'm not buying that. However, here's the thing. I told y'all this. Y'all didn't want to believe me. Young Thug makes so much great music. We're like, yo, here's the rules of snitching. If you're whack, you could snitch. If you're popping, we'll figure out something. We'll work it out. Now, I don't think Thug told at all. All right, but I have no horse in the race. Even if he did tell, I would listen to him. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Okay. Now, I don't really like this cover. And by the way, so the album is called You Scutty. Now, let me look this up. What does the meaning of this? What the hell? Let's look this up. Somebody keeps saying, okay, we're going to go to Wikipedia. So whatever this is, don't know the pronunciation. Can we find a pronunciation on this, please? Come on. It's a red giant superstar. It's a red giant. It's a red supergiant star located 59,000 or 5,900 light years away in a constellation called Scutum. Okay. The fuck is Scutum? Okay. It's a pulsating variable star with maximum brightness of, okay, they're getting like mad astrological, right? We don't give a fuck that much. So essentially it is a star. Okay. Maybe his album will give us a little bit more. Scutum was named in 1684 by a Polish astronomer, Johannes Hevelius, who originally named it Scutum Sobasianum to commemorate the victory of Christian forces led by Poland. Okay, all right. I'm pretty sure Thug ain't thinking about that much shit to do that, but congrats to him, and I can't wait to hear this album. Can't wait to hear it. I'm gonna tell you now. I want Thug talking like how he normally does. I get that probation doesn't want him to talk tough or wipe his nose anymore or do the gangster stuff. But I don't like when my gangster rappers or the rappers who make, Thug make melodic, like tough music. If he's just not doing that no more because he's scared, like, it's just not going to hit. So I want him to talk tough. Does he have contacts in? Yeah, I think Thug got like some colorism issues. The boy do cross-dress. He cross-dress. He's changed his appearance a lot. He's now trying to do like almost like a lighter skin, maybe not African American. I don't know what this look is. I don't know. Not gonna put any not gonna cast any aspersions on him. This might just be an image that he's using. Let's see. Let us see. Okay. So Savage is the first one. Did Lil Baby post yet? Yo, Lil Baby, I heard you was on the album. You better not took your verse off. I heard you was on the album, gang. The label when they were gassing me up on the album, like way before, they told me it was on it. So if you don't gotta post it, because I guess you're like being antisocial. But if your verse not on it, I'm gonna guess you didn't pick up the phone for Spider yet. But anyway. And if you thought he actually did bleach, we did play this video of him walking into court, and you get to realize that he's so black. Okay? He's black. Where is the give me a second. I thought we had played it. Where is it? Oh, here.
Relationship with Gunna, man. Y'all still got a business relationship?
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
No, I'm a journalist.
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
I'm with journalism. So yeah.
How you a journalism? That don't make sense.
Yeah, I'm just
journalist.
Yes, sir.
Not a
Relationship with Gunna, man. Y'all still got a business relationship?
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
No, I'm a journalist.
Are you?
Now, I'll be honest with you. For anybody who think I have zero agenda with Thug, I hope you think that. We're actually going to get to a video. It's actually really entertaining. My thing with Thug is, it's like them niggas who would be like the relationship gurus, who would try to explain to women why men cheat and try to give advice to men on how to resist urges not to cheat, only to find out that the person telling you this thing is the biggest cheater, right? Hypocrisy is something that the human spirit detests. I don't care if Young Thug told. I don't care what people think about that interrogation video. I don't care. I really don't care about criminals like that. I don't think criminals should be protected. So I don't give a fuck if he told or he didn't tell. What I do care about is if Young Thug is a hypocrite. And I realized when he got out of jail, he was moving like he thought he was Pablo Escobar, like he was the ultimate street nigga. Oh, I'm the guy who went through it all, and I told you I was tough as I am. I never told. That's always infallible. It's like, you ever watch Titanic? They said you knew the moment the Titanic was going to sink when that nigga Jack got up on top of the boat and be like, yo, I'm the king of the world. And he started proclaiming things because he was too egotistical. What happens is not only God, but the universe usually watches man proclaim that they are bigger than the program and that they humble him. So when Young Thug was coming out like, even Bobby Shmurda didn't come out like this. Bobby Shmurda came out like, hoochie daddy, hoochie. Like, he didn't even come out saying, yo, I'm the toughest nigga. I took a couple years for my mans. Yo, this nigga was a rat. Fuck all you niggas. I'm the street. Like, Oracle. Bobby Shmurda didn't come out saying none of that. Bobby Shmurda just came out saying, I'm just happy to be out. Let me go do my thing. Young Thug is the only nigga who came out like he thought he was the toughest nigga who ever lived on earth and the realest nigga. This is why it's happening. Because people hate hypocrites. It is what it is, right? Am I lying? I'm going to keep it a beat with you. Like, for example, there's like some of my audience, they're mad at me. And this is real, and I understand. They're mad at me because they're like, yo, Ak, you are one of the Hard on Thoughts movement guys, and then we seen you, and it don't look like you was being hard on thoughts. I get it. People don't like hypocrites. Bro, don't preach something and then act like you're the epitome of it, and then we look into it a little bit more, and you're doing the opposite. I completely get it. And I think that's why all of this kind of happened to Thug. Bro, niggas don't really give a fuck that much about this. Honestly, I think. Because, again, it's been out for so long. But I do think Thug has realized you could no longer speak on who is a snitch. I'm not saying that snitching is cool. You can't no longer walk around with your head up high and act like you're the toughest nigga who ever lived and call out snitches and you look good because you kept it solid. Just continue your career. You don't have to mention snitching. And you don't have to act like you're the realest nigga that's the opposite of snitches. Right? Anyway. That's why I'm also interested to hear the album. Because if he's dissing Gunna on the album, I think he's going to take a step backwards. The people have told you, Thug, it's not even like because I keep telling you, it's more about being liked than being right. We like Thug, so we're going to give him a pass even if he did tell, right? But we're sending him a clear message. Shut the fuck up about Gunna, bro. Just talk about some other shit. Cry to your girl, cry to Wham. Just talk about anything else instead of acting like you're some super tough guy and you're going to tell us what the streets feel about Gunna and Woody. No, we don't want to hear that. Even though I will say, closing arguments fire. I like when he talks tough. I guess I'm a hypocrite myself, right? In terms of a fan. Okay.
With us, or are you a fuck nigga?
I'm with journalism. So, yeah.
And, by the way, again, the way I look at the Gunna thing, I think he could diss Gunna. By the way, I can't tell him what to do, but if he disses Gunna, I see why he could be upset at Gunna. If he's trying to act like I'm the realest street nigga that ever came through rap music, we're gonna look at him and point out the hypocrisy. If he's like, I just feel Gunna betrayed me, that's reasonable. He did that in the interview. I think he did a great job painting the picture of, yo, I just feel like that guy betrayed me. Okay, cool. It's different when you're like, man, all these niggas is pussies, they weak, they just not like that, and I'm like that, and I'm the only nigga that ain't rat. The rest of them not rat. Now we're going to look at you and be like, so you're just the toughest nigga who just don't rat. Okay, let's analyze Exhibit 1. So that's what I think you got to do. So anyway.
Journalism. That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So essentially, this happens, right? And let me see what happens here. Now it's a joint. But he is coming out with an album tonight. I wonder why him and Lucci must be in cahoots, because Lucci's dropping an album tonight too. Lucci has been doing a rollout, and clearly they agreed to diss each other, acting like they were doing a beef. But in reality, they were going to be either featured on both of their albums, or they're going to give a feature to each other, which clearly we now know that Lucci has a feature by Thug. So this was all a rollout.
You working there, you doing a lot of business moves too.
Nah, for sure.
Like, what's that about? Like, what you got going on business wise? Cause
like when I was sitting myself, I had wrote down like a to-do list.
Yeah.
And one of them was like to like get out and just restructure my deal. You feel me? Like I ain't never owned none of my masters, and that's something I wanted to do. So I hollered at my CEO, his name Fly, and he was with it. You feel me? When I got out, we restructured my deal. Well, like I'm down there signing myself. We business partners, and name of my company Already Legend, and I'm still with TIG, but we partners, and I own my masters, and I gave him a percentage of my master, but it's not like he let me do it. You feel me?
It was solid.
Yeah,
because
ain't nobody else gonna do that.
That don't
shit.
happen.
Nah, for sure.
That don't shit.
Nah, for sure. Ain't nobody doing that.
Yeah.
So, I can't do nothing but respect that shit. But, I came out focused, bro. I wanna, nigga can't rap forever. You feel me? I'm 34. You feel me? I lost down there 4.5 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So, I came home. I wanna be focused.
That's one thing. And by the way, I'm excited about Thug's album, but I want to hear this so much on it. I want to hear him have reflection like I've heard Woody now speak like, a sensible human being who jail is giving him a different perspective on life. You hear this guy says, hey, listen, it's hard to kind of like just only think about music because I lost 4 years of my life and I've had other things go on. There's family, there's this, there's that. That's kind of the reality.
I want to be a CEO. I want to.
Same time you working there, you doing.
Okay. Let's see. YFN Lucci. Now we played this before, so he posted up his daughter and okay, cool. So this is it. Is there any other features? Nah, it's only 2 features. Savage and Thug. Now, I gotta think Thug's album coming out. Some people tell me that Thug is pump faking, like his album is not gonna come out. That don't make sense. And by the way, well, not that the guy who I call would know, because he doesn't work Thug's project. But he said this is coming out at midnight. Let's see what rappers are under here. We got Reese LaFleur, London on the track. Okay. Still a little bit thin in all the verified like Atlanta niggas. Still a little bit thin. See Lil Gotti, but he signed. I think Drake had liked this, so, Stunner from Vegas. He's saying twin, right? So he's like, twin is trying to look like me. Yeah, Lil Nar, I guess. Jacquees, okay. Michael Beasley. You're not really seeing, I don't know what rappers I'm expecting to see. But I kind of feel like they forgave him, bro. And that's good. I just wish they would forgive everybody. Everybody in Atlanta deserves an amnesty, okay? It's like one of those oh, okay, you did wrong one time, you get a mulligan. Go get some, go retrain about the street rules, but everybody should be now cleared. Rollo's record should be cleared, Woody's record, Gunna's record, Thug's record, and nobody is a snitch no more, and let them get one more chance. Because these people we like. We like them. Okay. All right. Anyway. Oh, I got to play on this. So, tell me. So 1090 Jake, which he hit me before he made this video, but he was like, Ak, I'm making a video. What did he say? He's like, Ak, I'm making a video. Can I use some clips of yours? I'm talking about, I don't even know if he told me what he was talking about. I'll tell you what he said exactly. But like, I have a pretty good relationship with all these guys, so I'm like, I wouldn't say no. 1090 Jake. Okay. Yeah, wait. Give me 1 second. I just want to be accurate. But we're going to go through this, and I want to react to this in real time. So 1090 Jake hits me. Wait, no, he texts me. It's not even DMs. No, he texts me. Okay, good. And he says, say, yo, bro. He hits me yesterday. No, Tuesday, 12 p.m. Says, yo. He said, yo, bro. Then I say, yo. He says, I'm dropping a 30-minute video on the conspiracy to take down Young Thug and how Seti Nash was behind it. Are you cool with me using some clips from your reaction? I don't know what's going on. Okay. So all good. He said, appreciate you. I said, when are you dropping? He said, either today or tomorrow, whatever. I'm editing now. Oh, I didn't even know he asked me this question. He said, were you aware of the whole play? Or did you naturally react to everything that came out? Bro, respectfully, why would I be in a play with Seti Nash? I'm actually, let me actually text him back right now. I'm on stream reading this part. After I said you were cool to use my clips, but for the record, no, I don't know if there was a play, and clearly wouldn't be in cahoots. Chat, you know I'm a solo guy. I've always said if you're gonna do crime, do it by yourself. Imagine me saying, "Oh, let's team up with like these guys to come on." For a Young Thug takedown. Okay. So I just responded to him in real time. And what else he said? Oh, then he hit me today and he says, drop the full video on YouTube. This is an Insta reel if you could throw it up on the IG page. Okay. So let's go watch this video. Now, it is ironic it's dropping on the eve of Young Thug's album coming out, but I did watch it, but I want to react to it with y'all here, that y'all could be, pretty much with me as I'm reviewing this. Check this out.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. And for this video, I'm going to be breaking down how Young Thug didn't snitch. He told a little too much. And I'm also going to be breaking down the conspiracy of how one man is allegedly behind this entire smear campaign.
What?
Young Thug was a trending headline for weeks, with whoop-de-doo becoming the newest meme.
Well, man, head up, chin up, fuck that, nigga. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga. And we fight to get out this bitch.
And my DMs were flooded after his interrogation re-hit the internet. And yes, I said re-hit because it wasn't new. His interrogation dropped over a year ago, but a strategic smear campaign would recaptivate everyone's attention. Now, people have asked why I haven't spoke on it, accusing me of being paid off, being scared of Thug, all type of conspiracy theories, and truth be told, I was on vacation for my birthday in Europe, and Thug wasn't my priority.
Everybody in my DM asked me if I care about Young Thug snitching. I don't give a fuck.
But I'm back.
Ain't that a Coliseum?
When my supporters ask, they shall receive. On August 27th,
Hemi,
the blogs fired off stating a 2-hour interrogation audio leaked online, in which Thug allegedly name-dropped Pee Wee Roscoe, the man accused of shooting up Lil Wayne's tour bus.
This motherfucker Wayne from New Orleans. I'm from Atlanta. This nigga was in Atlanta and I was in New Orleans. I said, what the fuck? That was so weird. This nigga fucking, man, I shot at this nigga tour bus. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. who the fuck did. They said Roscoe, but I don't wanna block. I don't wanna like block out y'all case by saying Roscoe ain't do that. And knowing Roscoe, man, that man a fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, cause every day nigga grow a fucking ball.
Now the clip sounds horrible, and I could easily crucify Thug like the internet has been doing for weeks, but instead I want to teach y'all how a 2-hour interview can be wiped clean off the internet, then re-released in segments without context to sway the crowd. For those too stupid to understand what I'm saying, I'm gonna show you how this interview came out a year ago and nobody had the same energy. Back in 2023, an Atlanta-based hip-hop blog DM'd me on Instagram attempting to sell me the untagged audio from the interrogation.
Hip-hop lives in ATL? Did they hit me? I gotta see. Because I'm gonna feel disrespected if I wasn't offered the audio too. It lives in ATL. Is that it? Okay. Hip hop lives in ATL, and they didn't hit me. Oh. No, they didn't. Last time they hit me was January 6th, 2023. Yo, I'm interested in being that in-court. I guess we were offering a in-court trial reporter gig, and they said they were in Atlanta at that time. I might as well work with this guy. Okay.
It had already been posted to YouTube and to this day sits at only 13 and 16,000 views for parts 1 and 2. The blogger would even give his own opinion stating Thug ain't a rat. He thought befriending 12 would help, and courts are using it to hurt him. Now even with low views, the interrogation would still get reactions from Whack 100 and even DJ Akademiks. And this is where it gets interesting, because Whack 100 defended Thug.
Because he never gave them any information. He never told them. They said, well, what's blood? What's slime? Oh, you know, like a kid, you know, you play with slime. What's blood? Oh, that's just entertainment. He never said, this dude was this dude was that, this was this. He never said any of that. So I believe that Thug was curving him. That's what I believe. Because he never gave him no information. He's not supposed to say nothing. Like,
they asked him, yo, you heard about what happened in
Roscoe,
Cobb?
did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. Cobb. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it for me.
Akademiks would react live for an hour and a half, and it would seem the more he listened, he would start to resonate with Thug and see what the police were attempting to do.
He does bird. What's that bird noise for Birdman?
How you know it?
Oh, so this is a year ago. Okay.
Cause I got your CD. See, I got your CD. Well, I wouldn't call it CD because that's old school. I got iTunes. It's on iTunes.
Yeah, you know what a CD is, right?
It costs them.
You know what a CD?
Bro, they're clearly playing the game with him. I think he's trying to play the game they're playing with him, but they're trying to slowly get to the point of why they want to question him. Now, here's the thing. You know what Thug fans are going to say? He's capping. He's spinning the detective trying to get info out of them. But he just admitted Bird, like, he basically saying Bird ain't shit. But here's the thing. He probably is playing them because he's acting like he's not cool with Birdman. Who did Birdman allegedly get to line that up? Him. So he is cool with Birdman. So I think he's trying to play them. Here we go.
Entertainment, man.
Y'all say it on the songs?
They got a picture of Birdman on the internet. Hell, they ain't got on he'll crip and blood. They're like, oh,
Nah, he's trying to spin him.
You can talk to us, you can not talk to us. It's totally up to you. But we would like to talk to you just so you can help sort some stuff out.
You see, this is why I want us people of color to be savvy with the law, man. Cause if I'm Young Thug, you know what I say to him? Yo, I talk to you, but listen, I've talked to you if we don't read the Miranda rights. You know what I mean? You can't use nothing when I'm talking about. You know the cops gonna be like, no, we gotta do, all right, never mind, we good. I'm gonna just use my right to remain silent. And since you already told me you have no charges against me and you're not investigating me for that, I have nothing to do with that. So, okay, I don't have nothing to say.
AK would pause the video to speak, stating after an hour and 45 minutes, he doesn't think there's any snitching going on, just Thug talking too much as he attempts to play dumb to the police. But then Roscoe gets brought up.
I'm gonna be honest, so far, and I mean, okay, I want to put this out there now. Akademiks is a civilian who, if the police came and asked me about a crime, I would cooperate to the full extent because I am not doing crime, okay? No one should take, and this is why I don't particularly call people snitches unless everyone else is saying that's what they're accepted to be. I can't determine if somebody's a snitch. Also, I've never liked the label of snitch, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I think the streets are stupid. I think 99.99% of street niggas are stupid. They can't come to an agreement. This is why I love this Thug thing, because it forces people to come to an agreement on what snitching is. Some people feel like sitting, we don't care what you're talking about. You could be talking about bagels and cream cheese. If you sat with the police for an hour and a half or 2 hours answering questions, you're a snitch. If you gave any information, you're a snitch. If you brought up anyone's name, you're a snitch. There's a million different definitions to what snitching is. So this is why I love situations like this. But I want to let people know, Akademiks will never be the person who is the determining factor of if someone is a snitch or not. I just watch the crowd, and I like to bring up situations that point out their hypocrisy. So, for the record, I don't think, no matter what media position I have, that could be the person to say someone's a snitch or not. There's like 14 minutes left. I don't think there's no snitching by Thug. Like, he's talking too much, but it looked like he's talking to try to act like he's just an artist and like he's never gangbanging and all these things. He's trying to throw them off. Obviously, he's not throwing them off because they know a little bit more, but they're going to try to play the song and dance. And I don't think he snitched on nobody. I mean, did he throw Birdman under the bus a couple times? Yeah, and by the way, that's how he should do it, if you ask me. Because at that time, they were trying to say that him and Birdman planned that bus shoot. So now I'll admit what at least part of the premise that 1090 Jake is saying is kind of true in the sense that when this video came out, we listened to it in full. Ever since it's been like almost quote unquote republished, we've never listened to it in full. Like we've grabbed like 5 parts, and I'm saying we like collectively, like everybody's recirculating 5 clips. Like, yo, he gave them his number, and yeah, obviously, but you know, again, I actually don't think that's because of a conspiracy to take him down. I think it's because of his own hypocrisy. The guy's a hypocrite, right? Because here's the thing: if you ask me, and I think 1090 Jake knows this because I disagree with him on this too. I don't think Boston Richie snitched. Half of these things I don't think told. Now, with 690, he clearly has a 5K1 letter, so he told. But I don't think Boston Richie told. I don't think Young Thug told. I don't even really think Gunna told. But I keep telling y'all, you tell me the rules and I'll go with the rules. When people start saying, oh, okay, what Gunna said told, I'm like, oh, okay. So if Gunna is a snitch, treat him like 6ix9ine. Treat everybody the same. I'm going with the rules that people claim that they're following. And when they are picking and choosing, I have a field day basking in that. If he's like, man, I don't really even fuck with Birdman like that, that probably makes a little bit more sense. You get what I mean?
This nigga fucking, damn, shot at this nigga too, but I don't know. Honestly, I don't know who the fuck did it. They said Roscoe, but I ain't finna. What the fuck is this, man?
That's mayonnaise. That was mayonnaise.
Supposed to be mustard, smell like honey.
Oh, I mean mustard. That's what I mean.
Yo, Thug, tread lightly. Tread lightly.
But just knowing Roscoe, man, that man a fucking scrub. That fool. I'm like, you shot at somebody, bro? But I don't fucking know, cause every day nigga grow fucking ball. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Then when that nigga Tuba got shot at, I was in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Yo, Thug's a grimy nigga. His way of like talking about shit, he called everybody a bum. Oh yeah, that nigga Birdman, I don't fuck with that nigga no more. Like he throwing everybody under the bus, but he not really throwing them under the bus. He's just trying to say, well, y'all say he shoot at some shit. That nigga's a scrub.
About 10 minutes.
I ain't gonna lie, Young Thug's a troll. The last thing before I get.
So even with Thug speaking on Roscoe, Slime, and everything else, AK was able to summarize it as Thug was trolling the police. A snitch narrative.
Now, here's the thing. Remember, I can't label nobody as a snitch. I don't purport that I practice being a street nigga, which would mean I have an actual stake in what snitching is. Right? I think if you are a commentator and a bystander, for you to dictate what snitching is irrelevant. It only should be dictated by the people who are actively in the streets, because what do they see as supposedly breaking a code that they claim to be lived by? If you're not in the game, who gives a fuck what you say? Right? Now, again, I keep telling y'all this. I watch people not agree on very simple thing. I usually don't even bring this up, but I'll bring it up. Everybody know 21 Savage is my man's. 21 Savage wanted to bet me $5,000. And he wanted to bet me $5,000 that Bortland wouldn't tell. Now, I said, well, here's the thing. I guarantee that there is going to be, that the prosecutor is going to leverage what he's going to say in that proffer, because he pled no contest, but he got to do a proffer. They're going to leverage it to try to help convict Melly. Now, if the idea behind snitching is that you use someone's admission, or someone basically admits to something that you could then use against someone else, that's snitching. And I got to tell Savage this, because I think our bet is off, or I'm going to put it off. Why? The reality is this. No two people agree on what snitching is all throughout. Some people believe snitching is if you tell on somebody you did the crime with. Somebody believe if you told any information. Some people believe if you talk to the cops at all. Some people believe, no, you could talk to the cops as long as you spin them. Some people believe, yeah, you talk to the cops just as long as you lie to them. It's so many different definitions. That's the problem. So when I'm saying here, like, I'm like, all right, yeah, he's looking like he's trying to spin them. For some people, spinning the cops is snitching. Keep that in mind.
Never came about, and even AK's comment section would praise Thug for trolling the police, not falling for their finesse, and telling them nothing but talking for hours. There was no blasting Thug as a snitch by the blogs. I never even made a video on it because nothing was there, and things would go silent for the next year, 9 months, and 6 days. So what brought it all back? The blogger who originally obtained the interrogation would state Seti Nash paid him $500 to take the Young Thug video down so he could re-release it on his channel.
Okay, that's a little odd. I'm going to be honest. That is a little odd. I know he's a YouTuber, Seti Nash, but like, if I'm going to pay someone to take a video down, one that's already been out, I don't know. But maybe he wanted to get like a moment for himself. I don't know.
Seti's ties to a specific YSL member would make things even more interesting.
Yeah, it's funny because I saved a lot of them old videos, like when it first came out. So we know what everybody's opinion was. You know, the Akademiks, Whack 100, just the main people in media. It's crazy how just a little bit of money and just this little campaign could just change so many sheep minds, you know. You know, on August 12th, man, I got paid by Seti Nash. And the only reason I'm kind of outing him is because he he tried to rewrite the narrative with my logo still on there. So people were hitting me up like, what's going on? But like, he paid me, he said, just take down the video, cause I wanna re-release it on my channel. I'm about to do something. So I took the little money, I put it on private, and like 5 days later, boom, it's everywhere. Trap Lord Ross, he running 4 or 5 different videos. Akademiks, they all with this new narrative, Young Thug is a rat. Young Thug is a rat. It's crazy. So
now, I like to only speak for myself. Obviously, I'm probably a bigger platform than maybe some. After Trap Lord Ross ran it, Trap Lord Ross, I remember there was a few clips that I think maybe made to Instagram or Twitter where people like, I forgot what Thug had did, but people were like, yo, Thug is saying that this was talking too much, but people forget that Young Thug may have talked too much. That's what I remember Trap Lord Ross saying. And some people were kind of latching onto it, and I don't give a fuck about Thug or not. Like, what the hell? I'm like, yo, all right, this is a big story. Let's run that shit. You get what I'm saying? That's what I did. You know what I mean?
But yeah, people start hitting me up. Because again, like I said, they just released it with my...
However, I'll be honest with you. I was surprised that the narrative was changing, though, right?
Logo and artwork on there. So people like, well, damn, how did it just resurface? You know, somebody from Thug Team hit me, and I'm like, all I know is I got paid to take my video down. I send a screenshot. They see it's Seti Nash, and Dora reach out to Seti Nash, start going off on him. And that's why Seti Nash started with that burn it down bullshit all on his page, like he lashing out at Thug Team. Cause I guess they kind of hollering at him behind the scenes. You know, I didn't want to out him, but y'all outed me. Y'all paid me to take it down, put it out with my logo, and now he's a rat. Like, and I did some digging, and I found out that Angel the publicist, that's Seti Nash's publicist. That's Woody's publicist.
Who's that?
That's Charleston White's publicist. So they all been going hard. Like Charleston White did the Say Cheese interview. Woody, he started a podcast. Seti Nash going hard. Like, this is an organized campaign from right over there. Seti Nash started the payment. He sent the payment, but they all, that's where it's coming from. I don't know how the jail calls are happening, and I haven't tied it back to Gunna, but it's crazy how they started this shit. It's literally coming down to bullying. They feel like Thug been bullying. So between Woody, who been bullied for ratting, Seti Nash been bullied for ratting, Charleston White been bullied for ratting, Angel the publicist worked with all them. They feel like, oh, we finna clip this up and do Young Thug bad. That's really what's going on right now. And it's crazy because people been calling a Whack 100, Rat 100. You know, Trap Lord Ross get accused of ratting. Everybody who been loud about this shit, Rollo, 6ix9ine. This is people who been bullied. That's what's going on, bro.
Now, Angel the publicist does in fact follow and is followed by Seti Nash. And in her bio, it would state she's management for Woody, who's posted all over her page. In an older post, she'd even wish a happy birthday to her best friend, mentor, and #1 client, none other than Charleston White. So the blogger's theory of a smear campaign seems to be aligning, as Charleston is locked in with Sean Cotton, the owner of Say Cheese, and Seti is locked in with No Jumper. So it wouldn't be hard for Seti and his alleged team to clip up Thug's interview, fire it off to all the blogs, who then repost the same shit on the same day, as everyone starts firing at Young Thug simultaneously. Thug would respond through Twitter saying, "They didn't play my interrogation video in court because I helped my brother. Rat where?" Pee Wee Roscoe would then go live addressing the allegations, taking the Thug's defense, but he'd also stop pointing the finger, calling Rollo a rat and other members of YSL.
What way to break it down? The best way. Hey man, a snitch is someone that comply with the government that's bargaining for their freedom when they have done something illegal. a statement, a rat, a snitching. It's nothing selective about that. You feel me? If I go to jail right now and I got a co-defendant and they charge both of us with murder, or they charge me with murder but they don't charge him, there's no way it don't make sense. So I'm just trying to break it down in today's society, what a rat is, what snitching is. No selective politicking, man. Jeff clean as Listerine, man. Clean as Ivory soap. You feel what I'm saying? I done the time. I did that. That's what you supposed to do. When you go in interrogation room, that's what you do. He told you, man, we sell the Wayne Carter weed. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's when a piece of paper stating Thug gave information on a murder came to light. But even this is old. I covered this 2 years ago, and his lawyer got it thrown out for being inaccurate. Reintroducing it 2 years later was calculated fuel to the fire of the smear campaign that was lit. Rollo would respond back to Roscoe and start firing at Young Thug through social media, and Thug would respond back saying, "Stop trying to make me one of these boys. Death before dishonor this way, kids." He'd even addressed the paper saying the motion got filed because the detective lied, which is what I said a year ago. But this was the most vocal Thug's ever been in his career, and the fact that he was responding to everything to defend himself gave the internet what they wanted. The internet had Thug panicking, and as we all know, the internet is undefeated. If you don't address a lie, it becomes the truth in the eyes of the people. And if you do, you're viewed as guilty for defending yourself. So you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's when 6ix9ine entered the chat.
Yo, I just want to know where all the energy at. The Young Thug situation, I stood quiet 2 days just watching it play out. Watching what excuses the people come up with. Every day, every year, every time a nigga come out, y'all move the goalposts further. Oh, nah, bro, it's different. No, it's different, bro. It's different. You told, like, before 12 in the afternoon. Like, that's a...
By the way, this is the most interesting thing to it all. I think all these rappers are hypocrites. Y'all should all stop talking about snitching. None of y'all are actual, like, super, like, gangsters in the way of y'all never did nothing wrong. And to act like y'all are street gods that judge everybody else, I think that's fucked up. And also, I think the industry and also other people, they have to come to terms with, you treat snitching different based on who did it and how much snitching happened. Like, okay, so 6ix9ine, he went on a stand. All right, that's ultimate snitching. Well, this guy, you know, he gave a name, but he was a child when he did it. This guy, he was talking a lot, but he was trying to spin the cops. It's too much. There's no black and white with this. This is why people should stop talking about snitching. For me, I'll tell you what I like. Until street niggas stop talking about snitching, I'm going to throw hypocrisy in their face all day. Every day. Like, I can't wait for the next rapper who's popping that we all like, that gets caught with some shit that supposedly snitch. I'm throwing it up there 1,000,000 miles per hour because I want everybody to deal with their hypocrisy. If it wasn't for hypocrisy, I wouldn't give a fuck. I like Young Thug's music. The fuck, I don't care about this shit. But I won't let... Street rappers are the most hypocritical niggas on earth. Yo, Akademiks is the reason why niggas died in Chicago. Yo, we smoking on this, we smoking on that. Spin the block, clap everybody else. How is it me? So I love to, when I see hypocrisy in street niggas, I use my platform to maximize it to the utmost. You're going to sit there and acknowledge your hypocrisy. Remember you said that if you talk to the cops at all, you're snitching? Well, what about this? Your favorite rapper's talking to the cops. Nah, that's not snitching. Did I say if you talk to the cops? Nah, I said if somebody gets locked up because you talk to the cops. Oh, okay. All right, cool. So what about this other thing you said? You said if you do this, it would be snitching. Your man just did this. Oh, shit. Did I say that? What I really meant was I'm having a blast watching them explain themselves. You get what I'm saying? I'm having a blast watching them explain themselves. So what's snitching? Yo, you going to court saying, yes, ma'am? You a snitch. What about take my number? Flirting. Okay. What about this? I love it. Again, I keep telling people I'm gonna listen to Gunna, Thug, 6ix9ine, Boston Richie. By the way, I think Boston Richie's making the best music of all the people who's accused of this type of shit. Shout out to Boston Richie.
Forbidden rule. You can't do that. No, bro. It's okay, bro, because he told after 3,
Yo, I love when street niggas find nuance. Nah, it's different. It's different. Nah, it's not. It's different. He did say here's the thing. You see, I'm a technical guy. Street niggas told me if you tell the cops that anyone's doing crime, whether it's true or not, you're snitching. Like, for example, if you tell the cops, if I'm a street nigga and I say, yo, chat nigga A, yo, he killed somebody. Let's say you didn't kill somebody. But they end up raiding your house. They're looking for evidence. Then they find your weed and your bricks. Did I snitch? I didn't tell him the truth. You ain't killed nobody. But what I told him made them investigate you, and then they did find a crime you did. So lying to the police or mentioning that you did any crime, that's snitching, right? We're just talking logic here. That would be snitching. So even if I'm lying, but if I say you did a crime that could result in police looking into you, raiding your house, or you getting jammed up for anything, even if it's not what I said because I lied, right? It's snitching. But it's only snitching when we don't like you. Because if we like you and you're a young thug and you say, well, this nigga sells drugs, that's not snitching. We like you. It's not snitching. So I like to hear the street niggas trying to explain it. I don't care. So wait, didn't you say if you tell the police that a man did any crime is snitching? Yeah, son. Of course. A nigga who tell the cops a man doing crime, he a rat. Well, Young Thug said he sold drugs. Nah, that's different, dog. Yo, what you talking about? Yo, that's crazy. What you talking about? What you mean? Not, bro, he's lying. Wait, so he has to be telling the truth. So if you lie to the cops, it's not snitching. Well, I heard Rollo lie. Nah. Rollo a whole rat. Nah. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. Well, didn't you say Gunna was lying? Again, it's too much pick and choose. This is what I love. The streets are in shambles. I feel like the Joker. I got the streets in shambles. Like they don't know what to do. Half of them are hiding, wham in a bush like this. Like, no, don't ask me. Like everybody is scared because they're scared of their own hypocrisy. They done been on some, yo, if a nigga tell the cops this, he a rat. Until they heard their nigga told the cops that. What? Now, hold on, let me see the whole video. Now, I gotta hear the whole video. No, you don't got the whole video? All right, bro, is it in paper? Is it in black and white? Ain't no paperwork, ain't no rat. Anybody else? Nope, you don't need no paperwork. That's why I keep telling you, the first rule of ratting, this is why I love street news. The first rule of snitching is, do we like you? If we don't like you, you probably snitched. We don't even need to hear the situation. If we like you, yo, y'all got the transcript? Did he actually say that? Nah. My thing is, why don't the streets give everybody the benefit of the doubt? Why is it only a selective person? This is why I try to say, and I'm just trying to get, listen, me, you're going to watch. I'm going to try to get street niggas to just admit they're retarded. That's my only goal here. I want every street nigga to be like, yeah, I'm fucking stupid. I'm just fucking stupid. Like, I don't believe in nothing that's going on. I'm just here to defend me and my mans. Oh, okay, cool. As long as you admit your hypocrisy, we're on the same page. None of y'all got no code. It's over. So the next time, listen, by the way, I love Thug. I'm about to listen to his album tonight. This shit about to be fire, I hope. But the next time a rapper we like get caught in one of these situations, I'm posting it 3 million times. And I'm going to keep posting it, and I'm gonna tag the other rappers. So what y'all think about this one? Because it was easy to say 6ix9ine's a snitch. He was hated. Boston Richie, nobody knew him. These other niggas, nobody knows. Thug is the first time that people had to realize If you say this guy ratted, you're saying that somebody you liked ratted. And I don't care what you say. But remember, that's the only way to keep people honest. So I can't wait till another rapper who we like, they do some shit like this. You gonna be like, man, does Ak hate him? I don't hate these rappers. I don't give two damns. I ain't a street nigga either. But I do realize street niggas be on my page, so I just be fucking with them. I'm like, yo, all right, keep watching this. They're on my page. Well, didn't y'all say this was snitching? Why he say this then? Why he giving the cops his number? Why he doing this? Why he doing? Exactly. Shout out to 1090 Jake because he's saying something important. But this is why I keep saying I'm going to continually embarrass street niggas because I've never heard street niggas say context. Oh, nah, it's not in context. You know what street niggas used to say? What? He gave the cops his number. Rat. I want to hit rat. I've never heard street niggas say, nah, that dude look crazy, but it's not in context. They only do it for their mans. That's all I realized. They only do it for their mans. For their mans, context matters. If it's not their mans, rat. So trust me, there's going to be a lot of more examples.
Like, bro, it's so easy. They tell you have the right to remain silent. Anything used against you could be used in the court of law, whatever the fuck the case they say. You have the right to call an attorney right now. You spoke for 2 hours. 2 hours. I'm not... It's me beating a horse. Like, I'm not saying that. Y'all heard what y'all heard. Where's all the energy at? Why hear everybody quiet? Why Lil Baby, 21 Savage, Future? Why you not saying nothing?
6ix9ine would take to his Instagram story calling out Atlanta rappers for being so quiet. But instead of responding directly like Thug did to...
I like this comment. Stop saying Thug snitch. He just provided information of crimes to the police. By the way, my opinion doesn't matter about telling. But I would like to put on the record, if y'all need to understand where my moral compass is and what I would call telling, I believe in the traditional aspect of what cooperation is, which means I got caught for a crime that I did with you. Now, they're trying to give me 300 years for the 3 bodies, and because, this was at a financial institution, they're trying to triple it up there, and because they said the getaway car. And so now I realize, oh shit, I only drove the car. I never shot nobody. I never did this. I'm going to provide the names of the people that actually did the crimes with me, because that will lessen the amount of time I could get, or maybe I could cooperate against them and get out of this completely. I've always thought that was the initial thing about snitching. Then people start saying, well, you could also snitch on your enemies, because there's a rule of conduct that says if y'all are killing each other in the streets and you want that other person dead, you have to play by a rule book. And the rule book says if the police who might want that person incarcerated, you're supposed to defend that person. I thought that was odd. Wait, so you want to kill that person, but if the police come asking you and you could put them in jail, you're supposed to defend them. Okay, I got it. Right. Anyway, let me keep playing.
Rollo, Thug would take to Instagram saying he's going to let the music talk, which didn't go well in the comment section. Now this is where things heated up. Jail calls started getting released, and one of the first to come out was Thug calling QCP a rat and calling out Lil Baby for still working with him.
He did the same thing P did. Stood up in court. Man, that was wham. That what you ever get too, rocking with the motherfucking rat. And you be preaching about that shit too, man. You can't do that, man. That's a fact, bro. You dead wrong about that anyway. Nigga a rat, bro. I understand all that. A nigga help put you on. Listen, man. That nigga is a rat. I don't give a fuck what happened. That nigga give me $1 million. Man, you a rat. Whatever you talking about. You got somebody to send the chain gang. Imagine telling on the nigga and the nigga still beat the Kato.
Now QCP is one of the founders and CEO of Quality Control Music. QC would sign Lil Baby, and P was instrumental in pushing his career into what it became. In 2023, paperwork would emerge claiming QCP was a rat, and I'd find not one but two signed statements from P himself. P would tell police he confronted a man in the mall who shot him and killed his friend. The man would retreat to his vehicle to grab a gun and threaten to kill P. P would sign both statements stating he was in fear for his life. Now P's only rebuttal to snitching was that he wasn't a street dude, and before the man P snitched on could be found guilty, he was murdered in the streets. QCP would respond back to Young Thug stating, "Imagine some broke ass rats like Young Thug and Pee Wee Ratsko trying to run a rat narrative on me. And all my homies that I love running these hoe ass dudes knowing these dudes talk about me. I'm gonna say this for the last time. I'm not no street dude. I'm a tax-paying citizen that's running a business and taking care of my family. All the street dudes is broke, dead, and in jail. Why do y'all continue to glorify this shit? Streets been dead. Y'all dudes gave the city a bad name." Rollo would jump back in the mix with a strong statement defending P by saying, "You gonna have to forgive him or you gonna have to eat that shit because I ain't going against him." Rollo would make it clear he wasn't going against P, and he isn't the only one, as Wack 100 would stop firing at Thug and would later admit it was only because of his relationship with QCP.
Is Young Thug still a blood, or is he just a rat now from your perspective?
I mean, he's a rat. I don't, you know.
So that's official. There's no way around it.
No way around that. When he sent Roscoe out there to attack people, attack P, at that point, it was all bets off. I told him on Akademiks Live that night, I said, it's on now. I said, since you speaking for Thug, I said, start tomorrow, now you gonna get the whack shit. Act, me, you, we going live. I'm gonna bring my team on. I brought Flacco on. Seti Nash just came in as an exposure just right now for us doing this play we running. And Seti released them clips.
By the way, I hate to like break that fourth wall down. Like, Wack's talking a good game, but that's definitely not how it happened. 6ix9ine wanted to go live. Now maybe Wack told 6ix9ine to go. I don't know, but 6ix9ine wanted to go live because 6ix9ine, like, he didn't want to just come on the stream. He wanted to talk to the entire hip hop. So he was like, "Ak, go live, invite me to the thing," and you know, historically, that's how 6ix9ine usually addresses rap. Like, yo, Ak, everybody tunes into your page. You go live, add me, and whatever, and then any rappers in there will just pull them up. I believe Wack got on there, Rollo got on there, and a few other people, Pee Wee Roscoe as well. But for the record, it was 6ix9ine's idea at first.
I need 6ix9ine to go IG live after this live we running up here. Let that hit the internet. You go on 6ix9ine. Your job is to show people that you and Thug are the same.
Keep in mind, Wack didn't have this energy a year ago. He's solely going at Young Thug on QCP's behalf. But that's to be expected, knowing that QCP is worth hundreds of millions, and not too many people are willing to cut you off, especially when you make them money. But for these so-called street rappers, if everyone in the culture gets held to the same standard, then QCP definitely snitched. But if QCP was a white record label CEO, nobody would give a fuck, and it's the sad truth. Another jail call would have Thug and 21 Savage discussing Gunna. Thug was talking about when him and Gunna were pulled over with shit in the car, and Gunna said it wasn't.
Okay, let me. I'm gonna call Wack in a little bit.
Intention of hurting.
Like you, Wham, Dirt, Pluto, niggas who I really fuck with, who like my brothers who already done like cut ties. Imagine niggas, y'all niggas already done cut ties with a nigga, and then I come and
QCP would change his Instagram profile photo. Thug would claim bashing him would only fuck the rap game up even more, and 6ix9ine would shoot back saying, "This Batiman talking about bashing him gonna fuck the rap game up. You the reason the rap game fucked up. 85% of y'all be undercover ratting. We holding your fruity ass accountable for the street code you always wanted to uphold." Now, a song would allegedly leak of Thug dissing Gunna and Yak Gotti, calling them both rats. And it's alleged the song leaked because Thug isn't actually allowed to make disses as part of his probation.
Hey, yeah, Gunna Ray, yeah. That's my favorite song. And by the way, I'm that fake. I don't care if Thug ratted. I like when he disses the other rats. I'm not saying he ratted, but I like when he disses rats. Didn't pull out a pistol or something like that. I like Young Thug crashing out. So good job, whoever called him.
Those pulling the strings were succeeding in swaying not only the internet, but the industry against Young Thug. Thug would go on to do an interview, which would later turn to memes. In the hopes of clearing everything up, it would seem he was left defeated, posting an apology, and saying he's moving on with his life. At this point, he'd accepted defeat, understanding nothing he can say is going to change anyone's opinion, and he was going to move on. But he was wrong. Thug would bring up points in his interview that many laughed at and looked at as excuses, but you might view it differently if we reevaluate it and look back. Now, by far, the worst accusation is Young Thug snitching on Pee Wee Roscoe. And he told investigators, I heard Roscoe did it. And that sounds horrible without context. And that's why I'm here to lay it all out. Pee Wee Roscoe was arrested in May of 2015, a month after the shooting, with TMZ reporting the news. Young Thug would be arrested 2 months later in July, also reported by TMZ. While going to court, Thug would be pulled in for the interrogation and asked about Pee Wee. By now, 2 months had passed since Pee Wee's arrest. TMZ, the news, and all of social media had already reported on him being the shooter that shot up Lil Wayne's tour bus. So when Thug said he heard Roscoe did it, he's not talking about what he heard on the street. He's talking about what was already reported by TMZ, the news, and every single blogger.
Oh, you heard
He
about what
asked
happened in
Roscoe,
Cobb?
did he do it? And Roscoe said, hell no. He said the media said everybody was saying it was Roscoe, and Roscoe did it for me. He said Roscoe and Wayne were great friends.
And if that wasn't enough, they tried to say Thug snitched by saying Pee Wee sold drugs to Wayne, which would mean Pee Wee is a drug dealer.
These niggas definitely like brothers more than Birdman Wayne.
They're doing what now, brother?
I said them niggas was damn near more brothers than Bird and Wayne.
Oh, Roscoe and Lil Wayne were more
These
than.
niggas used to bring Wayne his drugs. Like, trust them.
Thug telling investigators Roscoe sold Wayne drugs was him establishing a friendship between Wayne and Roscoe, because if he sold him drugs, they were obviously cool. So why would Roscoe shoot up the bus? And Thug would triple down by essentially violating Roscoe in so many words and labeling him as soft to investigators, telling them he's the type to get slapped and do nothing.
Roscoe, like, he really like a cool, Roscoe the kind of guy you can goddamn like slap and he'll like cry. So I really was like,
Again, he's attempting to make Roscoe seem harmless, so when Thug says he was trying to help his friend out of the situation, I believe him because his words add up. But to me, the craziest part of the interrogation is when he told the female officer he makes promises.
Williams, you did.
Whatever.
You were wonderful today.
this
Yes, sir.
promises, make promises. Just we'll keep promises. Whatever you anytime you ever think you want to know anything, tell me. I'll tell you anything. But don't tell the world.
What's your
I can't even
number?
get in touch
Yes,
with
you
you.
can.
Hey,
I don't have your number.
Whatever.
well, give it to me. If you ain't giving it to her,
The female investigator would say she doesn't have his number, the male investigator would ask for it, and the audio would go mute as Thug gave his number. In Thug's interview, he explained he was just flirting with the female investigator, but this was the same vibe Akademiks picked up on over a year ago, that she was the one flirting with him, making herself seem like a fan. In the beginning of the interrogation, she'd even tell Thug to tell the other investigator what her nickname is.
What's going on, man? How you doing? My name's David Racy.
You know me. I spent all day with you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tell them what my nickname is.
Hip-hop lives in ATL.
Sexy teeth. You do got nice teeth. You do got nice. And you feel more comfortable talking with her?
He's been so good
Okay.
today. He really has. You have been a perfect gentleman. Well, you have.
How many you said that?
Yo, these fucking cops, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, again, Young Thug might be guilty. I ain't here to tell you if he's guilty or not. But I hope y'all, you know, if you young in here and you watching this, and I know if you're an older person, you're a little more seasoned. You know they're playing good cop, bad cop. This shit is disgusting. You got the female cop acting like she flirted with him. Hey, how you sing that part? Oh, that's my thing. Acting like she's a fucking groupie. But she's not no groupie, nigga. She's here to do a job. She's trying to get this nigga to confess to some shit. Facts. But of course you're gonna play the good cop, bad cop. Now you hear this fucking asshole talking about, oh nah, you don't gotta talk to me. You could just talk to your little groupie who you think is a groupie because she like your songs and she wants you to shout her out. Man, this is cap. She trying to put you in jail for 100 years, nigga.
They're saying there is footage of Young Thug allegedly telling, I don't know what is considered telling and what's not considered telling in the streets anymore. Sometimes they just speak and they're just saying whatever, but it's not true. And people will say if you say anything at all, it's telling. You never know. But what X said is also true. If you're liked, you're not a snitch. If you're not liked, you're a snitch. So you just gotta wait and see. This isn't gonna get bigger or anything. Too many people like Thug. Thug influenced, like, he's basically like, I don't know. He's like on Future's level of like influence, like the Uzis, the people like that, like little babies, like all of Atlanta basically. Him and Future are like neck and neck. I say Future is bigger, like song wise and all that stuff, but influence wise, Thug is definitely up there. He started all the, feel me, yeah. But it's your boy Big A. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let me know how you guys feel about it.